Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Remember these pumpkins? Well, we're gonna make a really cute fall craft with these just to make a little decor. You can put them in anything if you want. You can even add them to a wreath or a fall foliage decoration arrangement. You can put them on your table or just for decoration, but I'm gonna show you a real quick and easy way to kind of dress these cute little Dollar Tree pumpkins up. The first thing I need to do is paint them, and I'm gonna use this Rust-Oleum chalked white paint. It's a linen white. I really love that, and I use a lot. Also, I'm gonna remove these little straw pieces here that are the bows and get that glue off and remove this little twine, and I will be back. So my recommendation before you paint is to take a piece of paper and make a pattern of these inner pieces of the pumpkin. So I've got a piece of just plain copy paper here. You could use anything. And I just kind of rubbed along the edges of the raised parts, and I'm going to use a pencil and draw along the actual part, and then I'm going to cut that out, and you'll see why here in a few minutes. So just go along the outer part and trace around each of the three shapes. It doesn't have to be perfect because you'll cut it out. Then it might be hard to see, so I'll raise this up a little bit for you, but you can kind of see the shape of the raised edges in the pumpkin. Now go, and we're gonna paint the pumpkins. Okay, after you have painted your pumpkins, I've got all my pumpkins painted, and I'm painting them white, so you could paint them whatever color you want. And you've cut out your pattern. I do suggest that you cut out a second one. So I suggest using the second one just in case you get where you don't know where your pieces fit. Here I've made mine left, middle, right, top, top, top. So I would know when I cut out my pieces out of paper that I would know where they fit on my pumpkin, like that. So here I have my paper that I've cut the outline out, and then I can take my pieces and fit them on here, and then just cut out the pieces for my pumpkin. So I can just cut it and then be ready to go to put it down on top of my pumpkin like this. Now, if it's not just perfect, it's better to cut it out a little bit bigger than it is to cut it out too small. Okay, when you do cut out your piece in the center, remember that there is a little space. That was part of your pattern, and you want to make sure that you don't cut it in the wrong place. You want to make sure it fits, and then you can trim it to make sure you've got it just right. But you will have this little piece in between each side and the middle. Okay, then you can take your pieces and you can trim or whatever you need to do, because you're going to be putting this down on your pumpkin with some Mod Podge. You can buy that at the Dollar Tree in a small bottle, or if you have it from a craft store or Walmart or somewhere, you can get that. I also have my own stash. I have the sparkle, which you can kind of see the sparkle on, and I've had it a little while, but I'm going to try it anyway and see how it does. So I have all my pumpkins cut out. Got my black one, got the green one, and I've got this pretty got this pretty peach tone here. It's really, really cute. And so I want to make sure that my pieces fit just right. And then I'm going to put them down onto these raised parts of the pumpkin, and we'll see how that looks. All right, so I'm going to take my little foam brush, and I'm going to use some of this sparkle. I don't really need sparkle on the bottom, but I'm just going to do that. And I'm just gonna put it on here in a thin coat onto my pumpkin so that I can use the same, I want the same texture for the top and the bottom. And I'm just conserving, not using a plate or anything to pour it out on. All right, so then when you get that down, you take your piece that you cut out of scrapbook paper and you'll put that on. And you can wait a little bit for it to get tacky if you're concerned about any kind of bubbles or anything like that. And then just put on the top coat and liberally cover it. I'm not sure if I like this sparkle, but I did want to show you what it looked like in case you would like to try it. It's almost turning my pumpkin a color, the black. Can you see that? It's funny. All right, so you'll do that to all your pieces of paper onto your pumpkin, and then you may want to do another layer of glue. Oh, it may not be too bad. It's just the way the light's hitting it. It's really pretty, actually. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put mine down. Okay, once you have all your pumpkin papers Mod Podged on, you've used the Mod Podge to adhere the papers, you want to let them dry. So let them dry. Sometimes it's overnight, depending on the humidity in your air. Sometimes it will dry a little faster, but you want to make sure it's adhered really well before you start to do anything with it. I still want to add some raffia bows I took off them, and they're really cute, and a couple of little leaves I'll show you, and then we can actually put a hanger on there or just cover up that hole and use it as a decoration. So we'll let these dry and then we'll come back to them and finish them up. Okay, now I'm so excited because now our pumpkins have taken shape. This one does have the sparkle added. You can add it or not. This one is still a little bit damp right here, and you can see how cute these pumpkins look and so adorable. These checks and plaids are really popular, and I love these tones of the colors. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to do is decide if you want a leaf or not. I kind of like these leaves. Now, I did purchase these maple leaves from the Dollar Tree in this package. You get 50. And I put some paint on them, a little white spray paint. And you can kind of see here how I played with it just to mute the colors. But I really just like the green so much. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to set those aside. I can use those another time. But you can use whatever colors you like, of course. And then this garland that Dollar Tree had has some really light colors too. And you could use those if you liked. I'm going with these 3 green leaves with a little bit of white spray paint. And there's Leo. He says hello. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue down a leaf. And then this raffia actually came off of the pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to glue that down like this with that leaf. And then I'm going to take a little bit of twine if I decide I want to make it a hanger. It does not have to hang. You can even cover up this hole like this and put your leaf under like that. And I may actually do that because I don't know that I'm going to hang these. But if I leave a little space, I can always change my mind, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put these on with some hot glue. Okay, I finished gluing on. I went ahead and put 1 leaf on the green with the raffia bow. And then on the black with the sparkle, I put the green, and then this one is a gold leaf that I painted white. Had a touch of orange in the back, but you can't really see it. And it looks really cute that way. And on the peachy colored pink, I put 2 green leaves. So each one is a little bit different. And now I'm gonna put them against the wall so you can see a cute little example of how you could display them. And you could also make an arrangement, or you could set them in some foam and put some hay around them. So there's a lot of different ways you could display these. So these pumpkins turn out really, really cute. I've just got them on my table here, but you could see you could arrange them in all different kinds of ways. You could use them on your walls. Behind there is another Dollar Tree little wall decoration that you could buy. I could hang it up, I put it up higher, like this. I'll show you. I mean, so there's so many ways that you could display these pumpkins, but they're adorable and cute, and I hope you try them. I'd love to see your pictures of how you create them, and I hope that I've inspired you in some way to create. Thanks for watching.